In a lively little town, surrounded by green hills and blossoming gardens, there lived a young girl named Mira. She wasn't rich, famous, or exceptionally talented in the eyes of the world, but she had something rare. She was thoughtful, hardworking, and always ahead of her peers. Whether it was studies, helping at home, or supporting her friends, Mira did everything with sincerity and heart. People admired her dedication. Teachers often praised her. Friends trusted her, and her family felt proud of her gentle nature. But slowly, something began to change within her. Every morning on her way to school, Mira would pass by the town's cultural center. There, she often saw Ria, a graceful dancer, practicing on the terrace. Her movements were elegant, her dresses colorful, and whenever she performed, the entire town clapped for her. Mira would pause and think, look at her. Everyone notices her beauty and talent. She gets all the attention. No one even looks my way. Later, at school, she would watch Arav, the school topper who always answered every question with confidence. He spoke so fluently, teachers adored him, and students admired him. Mira would sigh, if only I could speak like him. Why am I just average? And in the evening, while walking through the park, she would see Tanya, an athlete practicing for her competitions. Tanya would run like the wind, climbing walls and jumping hurdles with ease. She had medals, applause, and a bright future. Mira's heart slowly filled with quiet bitterness. She began to think that no matter how much effort she put in, she would never shine like them. Day by day, her energy started fading. The once cheerful, motivated Mira now stayed silent in class, avoided group activities, and walked with her eyes lowered. Her friends often asked, Mira, why are you so quiet these days? But she only smiled weakly and said nothing. She began comparing herself constantly until her own strengths became invisible to her. Then, one day, everything changed. The town was suddenly hit by a powerful storm. Dark clouds gathered, thunder roared, and heavy rain poured down. The streets flooded, power went off, and chaos spread. The cultural center's terrace, where Ria practiced, collapsed under the weight of the rain. Her dance hall was ruined, and she stood there helpless, her costumes and instruments soaked. Arav's school building was flooded. All his books, notes, and his precious study materials were damaged. He panicked. Without them, his upcoming exams felt like an impossible mountain. Tanya's practice ground became a swamp. She injured her foot while running, and her big competition was just weeks away. All the people whom Mira had once admired were now struggling in ways they never expected. While many panicked, Mira felt a spark in her heart, something she hadn't felt in a long time. She thought, I have wasted so much time wishing to be like them. But maybe today I can use what I already have to help. She quickly gathered her classmates and neighbors. We can help, she said firmly. Her leadership surprised everyone. She led a group to the cultural center. They cleared debris, helped Ria move her dance costumes to a safe place, and used plastic sheets to cover the roof temporarily. Mira even found an empty hall nearby where Ria could continue her practice. Then she guided another group to Arav's school. Using her presence of mind, they carried the books to the higher shelves, tried out what they could and helped the teachers save essential records. Arav, who was always the confident one, stood speechless as Mira calmly organized everyone. Finally, she went to Tanya. Mira called her uncle, who was a doctor, and arranged immediate treatment for Tanya's injury. She even spoke to the sports committee to reschedule Tanya's competition because of the natural disaster. In just a few hours, Mira had done what no one else had thought of. Her quick thinking, organization skills, and kindness had turned panic into hope. A few days later, when the storm had passed and the sun rose again, Ria, Arav, and Tanya visited Mira's home. Ria held her hands and said with tears in her eyes, "I have performed on stage so many times, but I have never seen grace like yours, the grace of a heart that lifts everyone." Arav said, "I always thought intelligence was about topping exams, but watching you lead during the storm, that's real brilliance." For the first time in her life, Mira felt a deep sense of pride, not the loud, boastful kind, but a warm, peaceful pride in being exactly who she was. She realized something profound. She didn't need to shine like others. She had her own light. She didn't need wings, applause, or medals to be worthy. Her heart, her kindness, her courage, that was her real strength. From that day onwards, Mira stopped comparing herself to others. She embraced her uniqueness and began nurturing her own gifts. In life, we often waste years looking at what others have, their talent, their beauty, their success, and in doing so, we become blind to the treasures within us. Comparison steals joy. Jealousy makes us forget our worth. But greatness doesn't lie in having wings, wealth, or fame. It lies in kindness, in service, and in the courage to use what we already have for the good of others. Mira's story reminds us, being unnoticed doesn't mean you are insignificant. Being small doesn't mean you are weak. A big heart can make even the quietest soul the greatest of all. Moral of the story: stop comparing. Start embracing your uniqueness. Real greatness is in kindness and service, not in imitation. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who might need this reminder today. And I would love to hear from you. If this story resonated with you, drop a comment. I will shine in my own way in the comment box to remind yourself and to inspire others too. And tell me, where are you from? I would love to know. Thank you.